Hello everyone, Mr. Shepherd here again with some more maths, and our WOC for today is to compare and order intervals of time. Okay, what are we learning today? We're going to be practicing comparing and ordering time. Okay, so when we're comparing, we're looking at two things and seeing what's similar and what's different. When we're ordering, we're putting things in a sequence, aren't we? Depending on what we're asked to do. Compare the events on each slide. Which do you think will take the longest amount of time? Okay, does it take longer to travel to the moon or to run a marathon? What do you think? Okay, so traveling to the moon takes about 3 days to get to the moon on average, and running a marathon takes about 4 to 5 hours. So it is going to be travel to the moon. Okay, let's have a look at the next one. Does it take longer to fly to America or to sail to America? What do you think? So flying is always quicker than sailing. Okay, let's have a look. So it takes longer to sail to America. Rightio. Does it take longer to build a house or to build a Lego tower? Which takes the longest time? Build a house or a Lego tower? It is build a house. Okay, does it take longer to read a party invitation or a book? What do you think? It's going to be read a book. Okay, compare the times on the following slides and circle the longest. Right, which of these is the longest amount of time? Now, with these sort of questions, what we need to look at first is what sort of units of time are we looking at? So here, we're looking in minutes, aren't we? They're all in minutes, all right? So which of these is the longest amount of time? Well, we've got 32 minutes, 45 minutes, and 80 minutes. So I think what the longest time is going to be, it's 80 minutes. Okay. What about this one? Again, let's have a look. What sort of units of time we're looking at? They're all in seconds. So if they're all in seconds, all we need to do really is find the biggest number. What's the biggest number? 70 seconds. Okay, a bit different now. So we've got different units of time. Now we need to think about this a little bit more. Now, 30 seconds or 43 minutes or an hour. Okay, so we can rule out seconds. It's not going to be that. What about an hour and 43 minutes? How many minutes are there in an hour? There's 60 minutes in an hour, okay? So it's going to be more 60 minutes here, 43 minutes here. Our biggest time, or our longest amount of time, is an hour. Right, what about this one? Again, have a look at what the units are. 70 seconds, 17 seconds, and 1 minute. All right, so now I can just rule out what's my biggest amount of seconds, okay? So it's 70 seconds. Right, now I want to compare this with a minute. How many seconds are there in a minute? You remember, there are 60 seconds in a minute. So this is 70 seconds. So this is going to be the bigger amount. Okay. All right. Compare the times on the following slides and circle the shortest this time. So we're looking for the shortest amount of time. Again, we're going to have a look. What sort of units are we dealing with? They're all in hours. So we just need the smallest amount of hours. Okay, and it's 18 hours. Next one. Now, what units are we talking about? 3 days, 3 hours, 3 seconds. Okay, so 3 seconds is a very short amount of time, isn't it? That's going to be much shorter than 3 hours and much, much shorter than 3 days, isn't it? So 3 seconds for that one. All right, now we've got these symbols here, greater than, less than, and equal sign. So we need to compare the times on the following slides, and then we're going to use these symbols. All right, let's see if I can get my thing now. We've got to compare 1 month to 1 year, all right? Now, we know that the months go January, February, March, April, and there are 12 months in a year, aren't there? Okay, so which is a bigger value here? Okay, there's 12 months in 1 year, so a year is going to be the bigger value because we're only dealing with 1 month here, aren't we? Which symbol do we choose then for the bigger value? Well, the best way I've found to remember which one is which with these, if you think of this as a crocodile, so we'll draw some teeth on him, then the crocodile always wants the biggest meal. So we want the crocodile that's going to be eating this way, okay? All right, so which one is pointing in that direction? Which one's going to eat the year 1 year? It's this one, isn't it? Okay. Now it's not going to let me click, is it? All right, so we've got our crocodile who is going to eat this way. Obviously, when we're doing these in our book, we don't put teeth on them, but just to give you an idea, crocodile's going to be eating the biggest meal over here. Okay, next one. All right, we've got to compare 60 seconds and a minute. Now, how many seconds are there in a minute? There are 60, aren't there? So which symbol are we going to use? Are we going to use greater than, less than, or are we going to use the equal sign? Well, if this is the same as this, we need to show that they're equal using the equal sign, don't we? That's going to be equal. All right, next one, 3 minutes or 30 seconds. Well, how many seconds are there in a minute is the first thing we need to ask ourselves. There are 60 seconds in a minute, okay? So this is 30 seconds, all right? So it's not even 1 minute. Here we have 3 minutes. So which is the bigger of these two values? Biggest value is on this side, isn't it? 3 minutes. So it's going to be this sign here. That's going to be the one that's going to be eating the biggest meal over this side. Okay. All right. So there's our crocodile. He's going to be eating this way. Okay, because he always goes for the biggest meal. All right. Next one. 1 week or 7 days, which is the bigger? Excuse me. Which is the bigger value? 1 week or 7 days? How many days are there in a week? There are 7, aren't there? So these two are equal. Which one are we going to choose then if they're equal? We're going to choose this sign here, the equal sign. All right, order these times on the following slides from shortest to longest. Let's have a look. We've got 2 hours, 1 hour and 30 seconds, and 10 minutes. All right, and we have to order these from shortest to longest. Okay, which is the shortest amount of time here? 10 minutes. We know that an hour has got 60 minutes. So that's shorter than an hour, isn't it? And this is 2 hours. So this is going to be the shortest, isn't it? Okay, that's going to be the shortest time. Then which is going to be the shortest out of these two? We've got 2 hours or 1 hour and 30 seconds. Well, 2 hours is obviously going to be more than 1 hour and 30 seconds.